Temperatures in Europe are climbing as another heat wave sweeps the continent, threatening to disrupt travel and business, and of course ratcheting up pressure on the region's strained power infrastructure. Now, to dive deeper into Europe's energy crisis, let's bring Bloomberg's European energy editor. She's Rachel Morison. Rachel, do we have a concrete plan on what happens when we get into the colder months if Russia turns off the taps completely?
Well, what we're seeing at the moment is Europe's energy system really being tested by this summer weather, which usually wouldn't be so much of a problem. Sometimes we do see the impact of heat on rivers. We've talked a lot about the Rhine and on nuclear plants, but really it is worrying to see the strain that's being put on the energy market at the moment before it even gets cold. I mean, we have really high prices. Gas prices are up to the highest in 2 weeks today. And what that is doing is setting the stage for winter. So what's being priced in is people thinking that this is only going to get worse in winter when it does start to get cold, when demand rises. We're seeing governments scrambling to try to get their plans in place, deciding who they're going to ration, which industries will need gas most, how they're going to keep the lights on. But those plans aren't firmly in place yet because obviously they're big economic decisions that need to be made.
Yeah, clearly the pressure is on lawmakers across the continent and here in the UK to act on this, and particularly when you're facing up to £5,000 a year in terms of utility bills here in Britain. Rachel, we're hearing that ministers are going to be meeting with some of these company executives. What can we expect? Are we expecting them to put pressure on the companies? Are we expecting any further response from Whitehall, from Downing Street?
Yes, it's a really difficult moment for the UK because the same as across Europe, energy bills are rising for people, for consumers, and we have a price cap in the UK, and predictions are that in October that's going to rise significantly, and again in January, which is going to push lots of millions of people into poverty and leave people unable to pay those bills. So pressure is coming on to this caretaker government to do more, but the problem is they don't know who the leader is going to be, and while the industry are saying, you're the same party, you need to sort this out, within the Conservative Party, there are different ideas about how to tackle this. So the meeting today is to really try to weigh up what some of the options are for additional help for people, because that pressure is only going to grow as we get closer to the point when we know what level bills are going to be at for the start of winter.